Welcome to eBuilder's guided walkthroughs. After collecting user feedback, we have implemented new features to eBuilder walkthrough guides that are now readily available to you whenever you should need them. In this short video, Matt Riley, Senior Product Manager, presents our latest walkthrough enhancements. Let's get started.
Walkthroughs appear on the screen in eBuilder, providing assistance when questions are top of mind. They lead people through topics like navigating the system and starting a process to help them become more self-sufficient, and so that can reduce calls and emails to admins. So how does it work? Walkthroughs are a series of brief instructions guiding your team through a task. For example, with this week's release, we'll have walkthroughs for general system navigation, starting a process, and getting started creating BI reports. These are available through a library that also includes video tutorials on the Bidder portal and BI reports. So these resources are going to be always available when you're logged into eBuilder, and they can be launched, closed, and re-accessed at any time. And kind of more good news for administrators, there's no setup required to use the guided walkthroughs. Business logic controls the appearance of these in a menu based on whether the logged in user has access to a particular feature. So for example, if someone logging in doesn't have access to BI reports, no walkthrough on that topic would appear. But as Russ said, a picture's worth 1,000 words, so I'm going to jump into eBuilder to give you a sense of how this can help your team. So access to these new resources is available from this Guide Me icon. When clicked, a library appears containing the resources that are available to the logged-in user. So let's launch one so you can see it in action. This will be a walkthrough around general navigation, so getting to know eBuilder and getting around the system. The user can simply read this text and click Next. It tells the user through steps in the left corner of the text bubble how many steps are in this walkthrough, so they know. In this particular example, it's orienting the user to the top tabs. So it lets them all listen. If you're doing something that applies across projects, go up here to the top of eBuilder. And if you're going to do something that's specific to a project, click here and choose a project. And when you do that, now you're going to be operating within the context of this project. So I know those of you who have been familiar with eBuilder for a long time, that seems like second nature. But for someone brand new, that could save a lot of time getting them oriented in that way. Okay, so this has 14 steps, and it's complete. And if the individual enjoyed that and felt that there was benefit, they could come back here to the Guide Me library and select another walkthrough. And what it's going to do in this instance, let's say they want to learn about starting a process. Because they're not on the page on this walkthrough where it starts, it's going to ask them, do you want to proceed to that page? It'll bring them to that automatically. So again, if they're not familiar with the system, it brings them exactly where they want to go. And we've worked to put verbiage in here that folks out there on the project teams, would find intuitive. So calling out things like RFIs and change orders. So if they're trying to do that particular task, they're going to have some orientation around that. And things that are going to quickly enable them to get their work done.
Thanks, Matt, and thanks everyone for tuning in to our walkthrough guide. As always, let us know if there's anything we can do to ease your use of eBuilder. Our support team is available and ready to talk. Visit e-builder/support or contact us through the phone number or email on the screen.